Shop clean out part 2. Alright, this morning I did the arbor press modifications, and y'all see that before you see this. Now I've decided on a spot to put it. It's going to go right there, but I don't have any bolts, nuts and bolts long enough to mount it, but I'll get that tomorrow. I've got to go into town and look at some other stuff anyway. So the leather press will go, it'll be right there. Alright, the old drill press is there for drilling leather. And I thought I had a belt that would fit it, but I don't. I bought a belt that was the right size that was actually in the wrong package. It's supposed to be a 27-inch belt, and it is a 25-inch belt. And I had to go all the way to Pensacola to the Tractor Supply over there to get it, because our Tractor Supply here in Milton discontinued carrying belts and pulleys. Now why they would do, and a lot of other things too, why they would do that when there is a much bigger farming outdoor community over here than there is in Pensacola, I have no idea. The manager has no idea. I know it's not his fault. It's one of them corporate things. But I'm not going all the way back over there to trade out a $5 belt when it'll cost me more than that to get there and back. So I'll find a belt somewhere. Local businesses and this and that, that's one of your problems. You won't keep what people need, so that's why we have to order online. So that's probably what I'll do, is order one online. Anyway, enough about that. I don't feel like ranting today. I'm going to rant tomorrow. Trust me. Anyway, arbor press is there. Now, I showed you all this yesterday. I did move the little grinder over here. Now, that's my primary bevel grinder for now. I have my eyes on another one. If I can save enough money, I will get it. But that is about the cheapest I can find, a $400 tool, so that may take a while. And this is the second 1x30 I've had. The other one still works fine. The only problem with it is these wheels are tapered on either side, and I used the other one so much that it wore the taper off and it's flat and the belt won't stay on it. Now, do you think you can order new wheels from Harbor Freight even though you have a part number? No, you cannot. I tried. Anyway, let's see, y'all saw all this. Now I moved some more stuff around. Scroll saw. I put the bandsaw next to the scroll saw where the drill press used to be. The bandsaw was hidden over there behind the door, and every time I needed it I had to drag it out and all that. So I had a spot come open here, so I put it there. Now I don't use the bandsaw a lot, but I use it enough to where it needs to be out. Between this one and this one, this is what I cut knife handles on. Most of the grinders will stay right where they were. Now I moved the drill press, the new one. Reason being, on the bench over here, it was too high. Now my benches are built higher than what a normal built bench would be, because I like to look down on everything or eye level. That's what I prefer to work with. But this one sitting on the bench, it sat like way up here, and I had to look up and down, and it just was not comfortable. And Master Sergeant couldn't hardly use it at all without a step stool. Poking at my buddy there. But I was gonna cut down, it was his idea, we were gonna cut the table down and drop it down, but I don't want to lose my table integrity, I guess you'd call it. So I mounted it on the bottom section of my toolbox, the one I got last year, because it was just sitting over there basically doing nothing. Well, I had the tempering oven on there. but that was about it. So I bolted it down to this. It's just a tiny bit wobbly, but nothing that's going to hurt anything. And I hadn't cleaned these drawers out yet, but put my drill bit sitting in there. And this is all my grinding wheels, attachments, and all that kind of stuff. I'll leave that there. I had to modify my clamp rack, and I figured out I got room for about 6 more clamps. So I'm just got to go get 6 more clamps. You know, you got a spot for them, you got to have them. And plus, those are, except for the orange ones, those are Harbor Freight clamps, and they work just absolutely fine, and they're like $2 a piece. So no big deal. I've got a temporary light right here, plus I have a work light on the drill press. I'm going to have to add another bar light up here eventually, not right now. I'll do it whenever I'm able to. No big deal. And let's see, what else did I do? I've got my coffee station still right here. It's going to stay here. I had Mama pick me up a new hot plate, single burner hot plate, for my teapot for my coffee. Because y'all know I drink the best instant coffee there is. If you're down on instant coffee, if you've never tried that, give it a try. You'll like it. The old hot plate I moved over here. Well, let's go ahead and walk over there, because these things are only $8 a piece at the dollar store. I moved it here for my dipping station with the buffers, and I'm going to put in some nails for holders for sheaves when I dip them. I even cleaned out the pan that Master Sergeant was fussing at me about. It's clean and degreased. And all this is going to have to go somewhere eventually, but not right now. This leather is going to have to be stored somewhere else. For right now, it's okay there. My other whole side is up there for right now. There's a whole lot of for right nows, but but I'm trying to get back. By the end of tomorrow, I'll have the shop fixed back up like I want it, and I can get started on and finish up a couple of projects that I've been working on. So there we go. Shop clean out part 2. Oh, and I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put my joiner, because Mama was out here this morning and she saw that table and forgot that we even had it. It's actually what do you call it, a sidebar type thing that went on a china cabinet that somebody gave us years ago. Moved it out of the house, and these do fold up and lock, and she wants it refinished and redone for a sewing table. And I says, yes ma'am. So whenever that happens, I'll have to find somewhere else for my joiner. And that thing has got to be cleaned up a lot, along with the router table. And that will be gone here shortly, and I can get to that corner and get it cleaned out. Maybe I can work something in there, because it won't hurt these 2 tools to be stored back in the corner, because I rarely use those. And I got to get this cleaned off to where I can get to my radial arm and use that. That's one of the most handy tools you ever want to come across right there, for woodworking. And let's see, look at that tool right there. That is that actually belongs to Master Sergeant. I borrowed it to blow off the roof when I get ready to do the roof, to seal it, which I was going to do today, sometime today, but it has been threatening to rain all day. It sprinkled a few times, and they're calling for 2 to 4 inches tomorrow. So it looks like that's going to have to wait till the weekend. Plus I need my boy Joseph here to help me get that 5-gallon bucket up on the roof. That is heavy. And let's see, what else did I not mention? Oh, I moved these over here. They were over there. I never liked them over there. They're in the way. And that's just various junk drawers is all that is. Tempering ovens over here. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to town tomorrow. I'm going to we have one of those recycle stores where they recycle building supplies. I'm going to go over there and look around and see what they got. I want to resurface the workbench, that bench, and that one with Formica, because I can keep that much cleaner than I can this. And I'm going to see if they might have some secondhand or used or whatever. I've never bought Formica. I have no idea what it cost. If I can't find none there, I know they got it at the Lowe's, and I'll check the price on it first. But especially over there with the leather, your leather working area really needs to be clean. I'm constantly fighting that to keep leather from getting stuff on it. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Plus Mama wants to go do some last minute shopping anyway. And she said, "You're going to take me shopping tomorrow?" And I said, "Well, let me tell you what. Yes, ma'am, I will." So, fellas, y'all know how that is. Oh, one more thing. Y'all remember the map where I used to put a pin in everything, every place I sent a knife? There it is. It was on the back wall back there, buried. You couldn't see it. I'm going to restart that. Start putting pins up again. I'm going to add a bunch of pins to places I've sent knives to in the last probably year where I hadn't been using it. That's the only place I could find to put it. Wall space is high dollar real estate around here. So, after I've rambled all this much, I'm very pleased at what I've got done in the last 2 days. It's still early in the afternoon again. It's a little after 2 o'clock. Well, about 2:25 or so. And I'm going to call it. I'm going to go inside. I'm covered with dust from head to toe. So I'm going to get cleaned up and get in my recliner. And y'all know what will happen after that. So, alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow with, if I can find some Formica or something to take care of these tops, I'll show it to you. If I don't find it, we'll just go like we've been going. So I thank y'all for watching. I thank you for your support. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope Santa Claus is good to you. He's already been awful good to me. And I will see y'all later. My shirt's all dirty and I hadn't shaved, so I'm not going to put me on the camera. Bye, y'all.